Jack faces Ashii as Aku. Donald Glover is doing Deadpool, and Studio Ghibli got them hip hop beats. Man, let's do this. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at One Youngster holding down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. And what is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, we about to get into, that's right, thumbnails. About to have a good time just talking about animation, no matter what it is. If it's drawn and on the screen, it's up for grabs. So let's go on and get into it with Samurai Jack. We are in the second to last episode of the series, and it seems like the hits keep on coming. We start out right where we left off with a nice, beautiful, sensual, loving kiss between Ashii and my man Jack. They doing their thing. They're still in this, spaceship prison, and it seems like they're getting closer to each other, spending more time. You get to see the quality moments between them, and due to a vision or a premonition, he decides to leave her behind to face his very last task. Because even though life with Ashii is beautiful, there's still a lot of damage that's inside of both of them, and a lot of damage to deal to Aku. And he's kind of on a time crunch unknowingly, because the Crooner Carnage, that's right, Scaramouche, is heading up to Aku to tell him that Jack ain't got the sword, but that's some old information. And even though it's old information, for a second you get to see Aku and Scaramouche, I guess, celebrate, if you will. And I can't even describe it. Just, it looks like this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, those two are tripping straight up. But Jack goes through the Badlands, finally meets up with Aku, and Ashii catches up, basically saying, why did you leave me? But Jack is on some, everyone I love, I lose, and I love you, girl. And it was, well, he didn't say I love you, but still, he said, and, from what he said, I love you. And it meant a lot, man. I was thinking, I was like, wow, Jack really, he really touched the brother. Like, it was nice to see that emotional growth, especially since we only have one episode left. So, Aku comes in between them, and he's like, hey, I know something around here isn't right, because something smells like me. Sniffing around, finds out that Ashii has just a little bit of his genes inside of her. And due to that, she is either controlled by Aku or, bound to protect him or whatever. But it hops off, and Jack has to fight Ashii. And it gets so bad that Ashii even asks him to kill her.
Kill me, Jack! Kill me, then destroy Aku!
Ashii!
You have to do it!
And it's things like this that put us all in a tight spot, because, we just got into liking Ashii. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling her. Like, I think they're a great couple, man. I want them to ride off into the sunset. And now you bringing me this? Man, come on, Gendy. Kind of hurting a brother, man. These two are a power couple, man. You gonna do that to me? For real? Well, guys, let me know what you thought of this episode. It was great. It was a lot of fun, a lot of comedy in there. But we got some character moments, and we have a very important decision that Jack has to make next episode. So I'm down for this. I think this episode, or this season, is going to end extremely well. So let me know what you think, man. Jump down in the comments, holla at me. I'm going to holla at you. So I'm going to do my thing, because we got to move on to Deadpool. Next up are some quick tidbits of news kind of coming out of FXX that we're going to get an animated series for Deadpool. 10 episodes animated just for him. Seems like it's going to be a lot of fun, because they've really enjoyed what they've got for the film. So Fox is going to go on and roll this dice with the animated series. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, is this going to be for kids? No, it's on FXX. I'm pretty sure it's definitely for adults. With the R-rated film, there's no reason to water it down, and it's going to be really fun because we got some news coming from this saying that the creators of Atlanta, that's right, Stephen Donald Glover, are going to be writing, producing, pretty much taking this to the next level. And the cool thing about all this is the support from the top brass. You know, you got like them talking about the success from Legion and how they just want to move forward with more, you know, different projects and things of that nature with Marvel. Also, Jeff Loeb giving it a lot of love and, you know, basically, you know, fully supporting it and fully behind it. It seems like this is something that everybody's excited about, so why don't we get it? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm hyped for this one. I know we're just at the beginning and we're just getting our little tidbits of news, but I think this is going to turn out very well. So let me remind you guys that you can find me on Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network from African Americans. It's dope. They got after shows, they got celebrity interviews, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, all that, and it's super duper fun. You can find it on blackhollywoodlive.com. And after you check that out, you can hit them up from week to week, checking out all their videos on youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. Now, I assume if you've watched one of my shows or any kind of pop culture shows in the last couple of years, you probably know about Deadpool, at least a little bit. But if you don't, Deadpool is a character pretty much created by Rob Liefeld. He is a mutant. He has the vastly superior healing factor, and he's got a foul, snarky, sarcastic mouth. And that's why he's been dubbed the Merc with a mouth. And being a mercenary, he's kind of like all over the place, but most of the time he's pretty much a good guy-ish. He would be what you call like a, you know, kind of like a unwitting hero, if you will, because he's not really always there for the good of good, if you will. But he's a lot of fun, and if you've read any of his comics like Cable and Deadpool or seen the film, if you're into kind of like racy humor and punchy jokes, I think you'll really be into him and you'll have a good time. And I think an animated series based on the wacky things that he says and does, and also how he breaks, you know what I'm saying, the fourth wall, think, you know, this could really be cool. Really cool, especially with Donald Glover and Stephen Glover doing it. I think this could be real dope. So, of course, before we go any further, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you think 10 episodes is enough? Do you think you want more? Do you hope that it's good, or are you waiting for a trailer? So anyway, holla at me down below because we got to move on, and you know I can't wait to holla about this Studio Ghibli and hip hop. So next up is a little story about a producer that has kind of tinkered around with some music from Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli and decided to push it a little further. Now, when I say play around with the music, I mean something like this. Now you put that together and that is not only dope, but it's real fun to watch. It's real cool to listen to. And the producer, going by Ghosting, put that out and said that this was pretty much the best work that he had ever done and probably the most fun that he ever had making something like this. And he figured might as well finish it up. And he called it Reimagining Miyazaki. And this idea is not only something that I think is fun and that a lot of other people should do creative things like this as well, but it seemed to, you know, from his own words, that it just came to him and he just kind of like let the creative, you know, spirit flow through him and make a whole bunch of cool things. And you can find the album at the link below. It's already out. It dropped on May 12th. And it's just something cool. It's a nice companion to take some of the Miyazaki film scores and chop them up and make some dope beats and, you know, have something to ride to. So you guys go on and cop that. You get to name your own price, which is really fun. Hopefully you guys, you know, break them off with a little bit of cheese. But, you know what I'm saying? Get down in the comments, holla at me. Let me know what you think about the beats, what you think about the music. Do you enjoy it? Do you think that it should have been left alone? I've had a lot of fun. I'll probably review the album a little bit later, but I'm having fun for right now. The album is cool. I've been enjoying it. It's got a nice hop to it. So, of course, I gotta bounce. But before I bounce, I gotta tell y'all guys to hit up thatnerdsoul.com. That's right. You can find all my videos from the oldest, the newest, the latest, the greatest, and all that. And then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget one for them playettes. By the way, don't forget my Patreon, yo. That's right. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no other way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And you know my shout outs gotta come to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And bump them Miyazaki beats. Peace.